Hello and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire on my self-imposed challenge of Fear Walking, where we're playing on the Cerberus map. Starting, well, at this point we're on round 62, where we try to basically play the game with no professional troops that, except for the militia, that don't have some sort of ride, whether that be a tank or a truck or whatever. And that's what we're working on right now. We are going to have to develop, following those rules. I'm going to say that walkers, even though walkers walk, it's kind of in the name there. Walkers are at least a ride. They're at least a vehicle. So they're gonna count just so that we have something that actually operates in high mountains. Because the rest of the wheel and track stuff just doesn't operate in there. See, nothing tracked, nothing wheeled. Air works, of course, but that's air, right? The main thing we gotta do is we gotta do walkers, right? No foot troops in the mountains, except for the militia, and those are going to become insufficient in the later game. As it's usually the case, I end streams off on the end of the turn, so in theory we should just be ready to go ahead and end a turn. We did develop high-tech industry recently. We're now working on deep core mining for more petrol. I suppose something else I could do, and it probably wouldn't be too much of a request, because we do need more petrol. I've got a decent food reserve at this point, so we can go ahead and expand the biofuel refinery. It should, in theory, put us on negative on food, but we can then make more food.
Yes, sir.
As well. Yeah, the main thing limiting us right now, I think, is basically the petrol. A little bit of the tech, but mostly the petrol. So let's, assuming, yeah, these guys have all moved. These guys have all moved. Except for, well, this guy doesn't have his own control, so he can move a little bit more, but there's no point in putting him too far out of position. No, this one has moved. So not quite everything. Let's move like so to grab just a little bit more of the terrain. We have these guys marching back. And again, these guys don't have the ability to move into the mountains. Do you want to push these guys over there or over here? There is, in theory, a city over here. And I think here, so this is the commune. This is Highland Keep. Both of those are probably the last unclaimed population centers. So pushing towards both of those would make sense. Might be a pass through there. Might piss off the surviving AI if we go through that pass, but... Actually, it probably makes sense to go to the commune first, so I go west. So move out a unit to the west and go along the desert. Along the plains north of the desert. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and... This is going to eat all my petrol, probably, but... We'll move out the truck unit that now has the new and improved... trucks. And you're seeing that with just the raw speed the trucks are able to pull here. Zooming across the map. This is the new and improved engines showing off. A little bit of strategic movement, which will help actually save a little bit of petrol in practice. Okay, there's the first motorized move over to the west. And then probably send the tanks up to help that side. So let's, we'll move it and then we'll swap this over to the... Change your HQ. We'll attach you to the tanks, I think. Okay. So I think as an amendum to the turn, that's pretty good. Victory point wise, we are in second in the beginning of the stream. We'll see if we can get back up into first. I suspect if we take over both the neutral cities, we'll probably swing back up to first. Okay, pretty simple intern, nothing super surprising. It's a league round at 63. We have one decision awaiting us. Ooh, another militia project. You want a special exemption? We're gonna reproach them for asking, just because we like Fist and are on the merit train.
Roger that.
Yeah, I suspect if we keep being as aggressive as we are, we're gonna have a little bit of a petrol problem. So I may need to slow down a little bit. Goes wind taking over that hex. Let's take it over before the AI does that for us. Oh, the struggle of moving around in the desert. I can immediately feel the mobility difference when we come off of the road there. Deserts. Apparently really bad for moving around. Okay. Can't overspend on construction because I'm going to be running it very quickly. So that's all the road I'm going to build. Construction-wise, nothing was delayed, hopefully. No. Second facility is done. Bureaucratic office is done. Cycling facility is done. You can probably get away with building another recycling facility there, yeah. And then the bureaucracy finished. There isn't another upgrade for that yet. Working on all the depot stuff, I believe. Could... No, I don't need more power. I got plenty of power. But I could build more power, which... Yeah, I could, but I don't need it. We don't need the air base. Could build a rail station, truck station, or something. I think we're good for the moment. Okay. Got political power to spend. I want to spend it on gravitonic collector. I think we've already got one there. Yeah. Militia project. I've already got that one to 3. We don't have that one to 3, so we'll upgrade that one. Might not even have one there yet. That might be the first one there. We've already done the archaeology, determined we don't have anything to find. Could do mission puzzles, we don't know... Surprisingly got a few fake cards. Surprisingly few fake cards. Yeah, everything's proceeding at speed, so we can just let everything get into building. We didn't really have any surplus industry last turn, so I probably shouldn't queue anything more up, at least for a turn here. Prospecting-wise, is there anything more to prospect? Doesn't think there's anything more to prospect. No, we're losing money. We're probably losing money. Yeah, we're losing like 700 money a turn. So let's sell something to keep the stockpile, monetary stockpile high.
Roger that.
Okay. So what are my leaders like? I'm thinking what I could be doing is slowly trying to improve the overall quality of the leaders. So we got one cap 1 in charge of an army unit, less worried about that. SHQ is maybe someone we want to upgrade, but again, not really. Assume we're a reserve pool member. Looks like everyone else is 3 or above. Yeah, looks like everyone else is 3 or above. Got no 5s, so I haven't locked into any 5s. We have Gus here. I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking it's worth possibly retiring him.
Roger that.
Did not like it, but we wonder when into retirement anyway. Okay. So we got no reserve pool, but we also... Says I could try to pull some more people to replace some of the lower quality guys. Let's do that. Let's try grabbing a talent.
Roger that.
And a military.
Roger that.
Cap 1. Probably the military, because of the infantry tactics. Cap 3. Yeah, you're probably the talent. Some trades, some streetwise. Not super great, but they got a cap 3, so they'll learn into jobs. Let's then just turn around and retire the poor cap 1 person. It's the Dicky, yeah.
Roger that.
There we go. And then let's roll the turn. We'll probably watch the petrol go even farther down, because I'm going through my petrol too quickly, moving the tanks around. Interim's not super interesting. That's also kind of expected, I hopefully think. Is that them piling into the encirclement or walking out the encirclement? Hard to tell. Walking out of, okay. Well, partially walking out of. Well, we're doing a pretty good job at shooting up the enemies. Discovered a new mechanized MG infantry army. It is something we are going to want to research. Okay, I'm going to splurge here. I'm going to pick up applied science. And there's a reason for that. Normally I wouldn't be super hot on getting applied science really early on. And okay, this is turn 64 on normal game speed, so maybe this isn't early on for a Tech 5 start. But what I really want that for is, if I can see, over here. Fuel mix optimization. Increase the real production of fuel and fuel efficiency. By making motors more efficient, we need less fuel. So we can get both of those. We'll get a lot more, functionally more fuel. We'll have to redesign all the vehicles and stuff once the fuel efficiency is in, but it'll be good either way. And we'll take the heart. Pretty sure fist suppress heart. Oh no, it's heart suppress fists. I did that wrong way around. Probably should do enforcement. Oh well. Too late. Okay, we went through a little bit less petrol that turn, which is actually a little surprising. I was expecting to be consuming some, but consuming some more.
Fire. Mission accomplished.
Okay, now we got these guys encircled. Let's jump them, get rid of them.
Okie dokie.
Seeing here that the tanks are just the most mobile thing I have on the sand. The sand, granted, not everything's particularly mobile on the sand, but the poor desert making my vehicles immobile. Well, I say poor. The poor vehicles being immobile in the desert. That's maybe a better way to describe that. So we'll try to encircle that guy. I think that might be the last. This might be the last of the Mercanteers here. Or at least I can hope. So that's north, that's east. Got some guys in the west here with the motorized guys. To be fair, these motorized guys won't be able to retreat into the high. Just as I'm not able to fight in the high, they're not going to be able to fight in the high. So we should be able to easily beat these guys with them running completely away. Because we'll have to leave the vehicles behind.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, there you go. Oops, I went through all my all the construction points. Oh dear. It'll be fine. We might have some delays with the construction. Okay, I won't build up the truck station or the storage places. I'm trying to save on a little bit of construction. Because apparently I need it for building the roads to go where I want to go. And the high-tech industry and the biofuel refinery. And we may need to revisit fuel or food after the biofuel refinery completes. Zone. Subterranean sensor. That might be worth doing. We got one place to put it? Okay, I don't think it's going to find anything there, but we can put it down at least. No, hold on to the political power. Oh, we're about to get another council. So let's grab another talent so we can pick the best of... Actually, let's grab a junior.
Roger
So we can
that.
pick the best of two. Two cap 3 guys, both about 50 loyalty, but they'll jump like 40 when we give them a job. And covert ops. I mean, we might be able to make use of that. Just not on the current job I'm planning on signing out. So yeah, it'll probably be this guy. With the baseline and trade, he'll probably be a little bit better researcher than the other one, is what I suspect. Oh, I have colonist. I should be assigning.
Roger that.
Interesting, we didn't get any supplies down there. Yeah, that's interesting. Guess that must be a truck hub. Oh, we didn't have enough workers to work this truck hub. That's what happened there. Okay. That'll fix itself because we just assigned more workers. I may have to resist using some of my vehicles in the next couple turns as we're waiting for the fuel supply to go up. Because we can go through about 2,000 fuel a turn. Well, 2,000 more than we were producing was what we were pulling. And for some reason, that's not a rate that's sustainable. Negative 2,000 is a lot. Okay. Round 65, have 4 decisions. Found some more metal. Swing vehicles. Some more machinery isn't bad. And yeah, the guy with trade is being predicted to be the better one. Because you get some cross-skilling. As he levels up in, specifically, I think it's investigation for applied science here. We'll get even better. Investigation and invention. We're going to run 50-50 on this. Obviously, applied science is usually used to do science. Less so discovery, because the things you research get progressively more expensive, but the things we want haven't been discovered yet, which is why we're going to run 50-50. In the meantime, what do I want to assign him to? Conventional small arms is tempting. Cross-fertilization is also tempting. Personal armor is tempting. You know, I'm going to go ahead and do conventional small arms, because the next time we improve our troops will hopefully be for armor, or for guns. Because they're still running around with normal guns, we don't have Gauss guns yet. So we'll upgrade them whenever we get Gauss guns. And we're going merit, not enforcement, so we take the merit choice. I suppose technically if you know what perks that's heading out, you might have a perk preference, you might go for the perk preference instead, but I don't have those memorized, and I'm not too picky. Unknown unit to the north. Oh, that's the surviving AI. Okay. So let's reposition trucks. We'll try the one-on-one here. If we win, then they're destroyed. That was kind of what I was worried about with that attack with the balance here. So we'd lose some units. But it looks like we won. And 2 infantry is a pretty low cost for dealing with that problem. In fact, I'm more worried about the surviving AI, because the surviving AI is probably running around with some armor. Yeah, walkers, these are hard. Hard infantry? Well, they're walkers, they're tanks. Don't have enough info to tell how much armor they have, just that they're ancient AI. So there might be pushovers because they might be walking around with no armor, or they might be indestructible behemoths because they're walking around with all the armor. That I don't know. Okay, I'd like to be building more roads. Did we get into delays with construction due to my consumption of all the industrial power? No, which is good. Fuel refinery's done, fuel depot's done, recycling facility's done. I'm leaning to continuing expanding some of those. Let's just immediately commit to more biofuel. It may mean, in fact, I will also commit to more farm. Is the balance, kind of balance there.
Yes, sir.
And then the other one was the depots. We have some stockpiled stuff, so we'll do all the depots.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They don't cost a lot to maintain the depots. For the extra storage. Well, I say that, and apparently the workers are starting to get pretty high because it's 2100 to 3100. It's about 1,000 more every level here.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Oh, that's a low mountain plane. Okay, so there's a little bit of a... Oh, there isn't actually a pass through here. So there is at least one tile of mountain I'm going to have to do in here. Isn't quite ideal. Yeah, our goal, I think, is to get over here. This is already... No, the border's around here. Okay. So I'd say these might be commune troops, but they're not. So yeah, we're going to continue expansion. Teching-wise, ecotech, starting to make pretty good progress in the deep core. It looks like got to 50... No, it's 53 plus 12, right? 12 is the new. Now 65, yeah. So 3 more turns, deep core will be done. At which point we'll probably, instead of expanding biofuel, not that there's more space to expand biofuel, because I think biofuel cap is city cap. The city only goes up, is only level 5. Oh well, we could do one more biofuel, but instead of going up to biofuel 5, once we get the food balanced, we're gonna probably ignore this for a little bit. Instead, work on the synthetic fuel, because I think it's gonna be a little bit easier to get more power than to get more food. And we definitely need more and more and more fuel. I'm actually surprised we did not deplete the fuel stockpile more last turn. In all honesty, that's what surprises me most about last turn. Yeah, we want to go up to the left. I think there's a city over here. In fact, we can check. I can send the spies. We have spies. We can send spies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, interesting. It's not letting me put the spies on the... You know where that... Interesting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If I redeploy spies to the territory, or to the non-aligned, I should get recon on the neighboring territories enough to apply some spies. Okay, so I think for construction that's all we're going to do. Military research, working on polymer armor. In theory, we really want it to also discover Gauss small arms, but polymer armor we need because that's a requirement for heavy combat armor. We're now also waiting for it to discover walkers, because we would like some walkers. But yeah, we don't have a problem with the researching polymer. I might in fact turn military down after it does find walkers, or after it does find polymer armor, and swap it a little bit more to discovery. Though I say that, we probably do want lightweight ammo and ammo compactation. Compacted makes it possible to fire the same effect with less ammo, and lightweight is... decreases the ammo weight. Granted, both of these need the troops upgraded, so ideally we'd research both of them and then do an upgrade to a gun type. That's the combo. Did I? I feel like I wasn't, we're not bleeding money as badly anymore. I somehow had net revenue. Wasn't expecting that. We had a bunch of sales tax, that's why. Let us actually just purchase something. So that's a odd turn return. Okay. That won't happen every turn. Though at this point, Odessa is becoming more and more of the economy in sort of a circular logic path. So maybe Odessa will be doing it more frequently. Okay, so it's a little bit of non-line moving. That's fine. Oh no, that's the Mercanteers. We saw a little bit of Mercanteer movement. Odessa League, round 66, we have 5 decisions. The AI, I think that was declaring us. And the Arachnids somewhere are getting bigger and scarier. Polymer army is done. Another automated factory, that'll help with keeping the industrial points high. You want 2,61 captured. So that row... 60... Okay, so you want us to go to war with these guys. I'm not down for that, so I'm just gonna refuse you offhand. Okay, so that didn't actually affect... I was expecting that to affect our word. It didn't affect the word. It just reduced fist, which we want to go fist, so that's annoying, but it reduced the happiness of the fist-aligned faction as well. Okay. Let's do lightweight ammo. And then we don't have a merit choice here, so we'll do the democracy. Quartztown wants to become a minor... Quartztown's already set... Oh, yeah, Quartztown, this place. I got the political power, so we'll accept it.
Copy that.
I am pro-government anti-autocracy, so I want to say we're not sure this concerns terrorists. And then if we start really lowering their opinion, we'll try to raise their opinion some other way.
Yes, sir.
So we lost 10 opinion with them. We lost 6 autocracy, which is fine. We're not really going autocracy. We gained 5 government, which is nice. Anyway, as I suspected, with the biofuel refinery up, we are food short, which is why we're expanding the agri-dome. And I did not have enough surplus industry to build more roads. And yeah, that was the territory declaring us. So the AI, rogue AI has declared on us. To be fair, we have a heavy tank here, which is my anti-tank. 180mm high velocity cannons, which that should make quick work of those AI. Okay. There's lots of places where I want to continue advancing, where the fact that I just don't have the logistics right now is going to be a little issue. By logistics, I mean I don't have the roads. Okay, maybe moving those guys there was a mistake, because I've got those supplies up there. And that's not something I can fix easily. So they'll probably have just good enough action points when we might cross that river of lava. I was actually expecting to gain some industry points that turn and not lose some. So I think we should not be building new things. Well, not adding roads to the cube, basically, because I need it for ongoing construction. And we got some things that will finish up next turn, so the agri-dome will finish, the high-tech industry will finish. We're not going to proceed to immediately upgrade the high-tech industry, because I think the base 10 yield is enough until we got robot troops to build. Got an automated factory. So, original city, expand, conquered, north. Oh, no, everywhere has an automated factory. Okay. So I will need to get another city going at some point to play that auto factory.
Roger that.
Okay, we now have the neighboring adjacent constants. Yes, we can go and embed spies. Get some more follow-up information on the targets of my expansion, if possible. Yeah, let's attract some more free folk to main city. 2,000 more is not bad. Okay, so it looks like population is decreasing, but it's just becoming workers. I've got so much construction products on hand, it's going to become workers. City has grown about 5,900. Growing pretty quickly, but like a third of that is the cloning facility. Yeah, I want to build roads, but at the same time, roads require that I have industry points to build them, which I don't currently have. We did spend a bunch of money last turn. Let's sell off some rare earth metal. That mostly offset the revenue costs for the turn. Forgot about those militia in the southeast. The other fronts that I had troops to move, I decided not to move them because we'd be running off the roads, but those militia can definitely be doing something more productive. Just a League, round 67. We have 1 decision and 99 reports. You want the BP to go up. I'd like for the BP to go up as well, but that's going to start getting a bit hard because most of everything is done. At least as high as it can go. In fact, that's as high as that can go. Next turn. I'll go ahead and accept. We got a little bit of a runaway, so I can try to build some stuff in the expanse to get us there.
Roger that.
Do it now! Mission accomplished.
Yep. The big gun. They don't have enough armor to stop the heavy tanks, apparently. That's maybe not surprising.
Do it now!
Here we go. Well, we found the punch card that deals with that problem. Okay, we have everything east of the River Lava. I need supplies west of the River Lava. Which obviously means I need to build the road. I need the industry to build the road. Agri finished, high-tech finished. Okay, so those shouldn't eat any more industry. High-tech in particular was probably a pretty big industry eater. .100 IP had turned to build, yeah. So I can probably get away with a little bit of construction this turn. Without really causing a problem. So we'll go ahead and slap on a road like so. Taking a little bit of gamble pushing them into the blue. In theory, that road will fix that. I'm not sure. Seal and seal. Yeah, I can splurge and take that. That'll be fine. And then I can't seal that portion, and we're going to have to go over the mountains here. So these guys just aren't going to advance for the moment. That'll be fine. We don't need to be zooming around at the maximum speed everywhere, all the time. As fun as that is with fully motorized armies. And maybe I'm a little under concerned about my oil. I'm apparently over concerned about my oil. I apparently have plenty of oil. We'll have even more soon, which is always a good thing. Maybe I could be tempted with another industry level. More industry wouldn't be bad. We still have surplus power. We can tell because the power's full. Yeah, I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna go ahead and splurge by expanding the industry in the capital. Okay, everything else is working. I don't think we need, at least not initially, need to go ahead and expand the Agri-Dome again. We might be good with Agri-Dome 5. I might need to do it again if I think the biofuel will run up to 5. I think we're good for the moment. Tech-wise, we can actually ignore you until we discover one of the fuel refining ones. You're on lightweight ammo. You're in deep core mining. Deep core mining will be done in 2, which is good to see. Another automated clinic. I think everywhere has... Yeah, everyone has one now. The wonders of artifacts. Could definitely go for more cloning. Cloning's always nice. But the very rare deposit is empty at this point. And that was where we were getting it from. Turn. Looking at the time, I should actually probably go and put the part break here. We're 47 minutes into an ideally 30 to 40 minute episode, so I already let the episode run a little bit long. So I hope you have been enjoying. If you're watching YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow, where we pick up where we left off in round 68. As you can see, we seem to be doing pretty well against the minor factions and the non-aligned groups. Next turn, apparently we have a lot of decisions. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.